Hey there, guys. Bruce Kittle here with Hidden Pearls Podcast, coming back with a Mindful Monday. So, anyway, I'm about loading up, heading to the Niners Monday Night Football game against the Rams, so out in Cali. Grateful for that opportunity. So, the mindfulness piece, I wanted to just talk about a little bit. I've been on a batch of Star Wars, and so I'm kind of in that. And I guess what I was really thinking about was the notion of facing situations in which there is not a clear-cut remedy, but a situation that kind of is disturbing. So sometimes I guess it feels like, you got to make a choice between two choices and both of them drive you crazy. So anyway, I don't have a magic wand for any of that kind of stuff. I describe that, at least for me personally, as kind of a disturbance in the force. So, your normal stuff, and you're kind of, detach, checking your emotions, you're trying to be mindful about it, you're trying to show up in the way that you really want to, but yet it's still kind of a weight that is carrying you because there's not a great resolution. And a lot of this is part of, we're told to kind of let go of. Other people can't cause us pain in the sense that, we create our own suffering to some extent by the way in which we categorize, analyze, tell ourselves stories and all that with those things. And there's a lot of truth to that. But at the same time, if there are things going on in your life that are really disruptive, we can try emotionally to kind of filter that through and let it pass. But when you have to get up every day and continue to face it, it's tough. So I'll just refer to that as kind of a disturbance in the force. Okay. And the only thing I've got with that is a couple things. And so I'm a big Ryan Holiday fan with the Stoics, and he wrote a couple books. His new one is Courage is Calling, Ego is the Enemy, and the Obstacle is the Way. And I guess, it really drew me back to the obstacle is the way. So the things in life that I most resist or that might cause me the most kind of anxiousness. And again, I don't mean like true trauma and that kind of stuff. So if you're in one of those situations, certainly be careful, get professional help, get help from friends, whatever. So I'm not suggesting that. But on the other stuff that, is difficult, but, not traumatic in the kind of big T kind of way, I guess what I just encourage is, kind of remember that a lot of times there's no way around it. And we as individuals have an opportunity sometimes to set boundaries, and we don't have to continue to engage in people that cause us problems, suck energy, energy vampires and that kind of stuff. So there's all those boundaries and those limits that we should set. But at the same time, paying attention to what buttons are getting pushed, and a reminder that, those other people didn't create the button, they just pushed it. And so the button is ours to resolve. And so that's the gift of those kind of situations. So when you have a disturbance in that force, remember, try to kind of pay attention to it, engage it. Encourage you not to just spiritually bypass it through avoidance in that. And I guess the strongest thing I can encourage is to trust your core practices. And that's why we do the practices that we do. So that's where meditation really comes in. Mindfulness, your breath work, if you're into yoga, whatever those mindfulness practices are, I think the more you can get back to those, and then again, remember who it is that you want to be and how you want to show up and what values you're trying to represent in the world. And if you can find a little bit of balance and peace in that, maybe that's a way forward. But again, the practices will ground us. Keep your feet planted. And remember, we've talked about this, nothing's permanent, it's not perfect, and it's not personal, even though a lot of times it feels really personal, okay? So anyway, all love and kindness to you guys, all the support in the world, and every time you get a chance, take a great big deep breath, get centered, and then, work out of that core person about who you want to be. So anyway, sending you all love and healing and kindness. Have a super great week. Being mindful, and when it really gets tough, trust the practices, and also your community if you have it. All right, take care.